Vlog. Hello everybody and welcome to another Father Ecom business vlog. It's been a pretty hectic week, to be honest. There's been like a new business problem, something which has never happened to me before, but I guess it's something that happens eventually when you reach a scale. But I'll talk about that in a minute. First of all, I haven't really done much for reasons I'll explain in a bit. I've made a bunch of Facebook ads, and I'm still just testing Facebook, which is like not going great, but it's going okay. Let's have a look at Comedy. Consider yourself. So let's just have a look at the past week on Facebook. We've spent 600 quid to make back a grand, 1100, which there'll be like a tiny bit of profit there, maybe like 5% profit margin. So it's probably like 100 quid profit, maybe 10% profit margins. And just as an example, to show you one of the ads I'm like working with that I'm using in Facebook. This one's got Connor in it, so we'll use that. Dude, I'm trying to think of good like opening lines for my ad. Like looking for the perfect Christmas gift. Can you think of it? Yeah, for one of my online adverts. Do you love your family? Buy this if you love your family. You need to think about why people buy these prints. That's how you get good line of copy. It's always like about relationships, isn't it? Family, friends. You don't buy this for yourself, do you? No. Apart from like we do get the occasional egotistical maniac. Yeah.
Me every year.
Like me, I've got one of myself in my living room. I wonder, are people buying it as an ego thing? Do they want a picture of themselves in like their daughter's living room? Or they're buying it for, do you know what I mean? I wonder how much ego is involved with a purchase like this. I should know it's my business, I should know the answers to this.
Probably not that much.
Yeah, I don't think it's much ego. But it could be in some cases.
I never get what I really want. What is it you want?
Why don't I know the answer to this actually? I'm gonna just read some reviews. Beautiful work, my parents loved it, thank you so much. Amazing quick service, lovely gift, it's all gifts.
Yeah.
Even there's a problem with delivery, thank you so much. Give the gift of love. That's alright. Okay, so people are buying it to celebrate love. Fuck, I don't know, mate. Buy my shit. Buy this print, you piece of shit. Buy it. Please, please. Please buy this. Please. What was that mean? I need water. Please. Please. Please buy it. That beat goes hard, but yeah. So that's that. I've been spending a bunch of time just basically editing different versions of that and trying to test them on Facebook, and just nothing seems to be working. I am reaching the point where I'm getting close to giving up. I've started the second e-commerce store. I'm still building that out. It's taking me fucking ages because I'm being lazy, and I'm just got so much other shit going on right now around Christmas. So there's that. The big thing that happened this week is one of my employees tried to steal like £6,000 off me in like the dumbest attempt at corporate espionage I've ever witnessed. It was so amateur. Connor's doing a funny face. Yeah, basically, I think it was like Tuesday morning or Wednesday morning. I woke up and all my staff were saying, "Oh, I can't log onto Etsy. I've been kicked out." So I think I've got 4 staff working on the Etsy store at the moment because we were doing hundreds of orders a day. So it's a lot to manage. And yeah, I tried to log in. The password had been changed to the Etsy store. Really simple matter of getting it back. I just reset the password. So reset the password, got back in. The Etsy store had been suspended. And everything was in Vietnamese for some reason. So they changed like the language preferences to Vietnam. They changed the name of the store from Lovey Print to Lovey Priant for some fucking reason. I don't know why. And I guess they tried to change the payout bank account. I think that was like, should we check how much money was at my Etsy store? How much money did they try to steal? Yeah, I get money paid out from Etsy like every day. And they tried to steal it. 7 grand. But it's impossible because you need to know my bank account. You need to know so much shit to be able to do that. They'd need my phone number, they'd need my email, they'd need my current bank account details to do it. But they fucking tried and got the account suspended for security reasons, and I couldn't get back in. And not only that, I had like 300-400 orders to ship out, hundreds of messages to go, and I could not get into my Etsy store. So on Etsy you get badges if you apply to like 99% of your customers within 24 hours, you get like a speedy replies badge which goes on your shop. So I've lost that obviously because Etsy they closed the shop but wouldn't let me message or fulfill any orders. So it was just fucked. It was so dead. It's so annoying. So I lost my speedy replies badge. There didn't seem to be too many bad reviews. I think it was down for like 3 days. But yeah, everything was in Vietnamese. They bought... Obviously, they couldn't ship any physical... They probably would have spent my money on physical products, but they couldn't ship to an address, right? Because if they're in the Philippines or Vietnam or whatever, then I'm going to know their fucking address if they get shit there. And most Etsy stores don't ship to those places anyway. So, but what you can buy is digital products, right? Because that's just an email or a file you can download. So they bought a bunch of digital stickers for they spent like £10 on digital stickers and bought them. Which is just the most bizarre thing in the world, but I guess. They couldn't get the money out of my bank account. So I guess, yeah, they couldn't buy any real things. So I guess they'll buy some digital stickers for they bought a bunch of them for like £2 each. It's fucking bizarre. But yeah, so that was funny. Not funny, annoying. It probably cost me like 6-7 grand in missed profit because my Etsy store is shut for 3-4 days. And yeah, I couldn't actually get back into the Etsy store. Etsy is notorious for having like a really bad customer service. There's no way to get in touch. They don't have a live chat. You can request a callback, I found out, but you only talk to someone that knows like nothing about Etsy. So all they can do is forward your problem onto the relevant department. So I was emailing them all day, trying to get calls all day, failing, trying to get into my Etsy store. I've got hundreds of orders to go out, hundreds of messages to reply to. I can't fucking reply to them. It was a bit long. And so luckily I'm part of Etsy group with other people doing like 7 figures on Etsy, and I told them, and we all got together. We made like a Twitter post, and we all retweeted it and like, just shoved it in Etsy's face. That was on like the second day, and then the next morning I could get back into my Etsy account. Then about 24 hours after that, they confirmed all my details, and the store is back up and running. Although not doing as well as it was before the ban. I got the store back like 2 days ago. So yeah, that was fucking annoying. Then I also discovered something else. For some strange reason, all the emails, I had been receiving email replies from Etsy, but they'd been going into my junk folder, or my deleted folder in the store email address. Isn't that funny? So this is how amateur the whole thing. Someone had been moving the emails from Etsy support to trash, but they hadn't been deleting them from trash. So all I had to do was click trash, and then I found all the deleted emails from Etsy. So they hadn't followed through with deleting them. They just moved them to the trash folder, but you can still see them in there. This is how amateur the entire operation was. And it's also proof that someone on my team had tried to steal money. Now, probabilistically, there's like a new girl I hired 6 weeks ago. Probabilistically, it's most likely to be her, but I don't know for certain. It could be the main girl who I've had for like almost 2 years. You just don't know. So I don't really know what to do about it. I've not let the newest girl back into the Etsy store yet, and I've let everyone else in. And I'm just gonna leave it like that for a bit and see how it goes. But like, I do actually need the help right now because it's so busy. So yeah, that's tough. But yeah, I don't know, man. It's I still can't help laughing about, like, even though I like lost like 5, 6, 7, 8 grand in missed profit. It's still just funny how amateur it was, trying to hack into the Etsy store, failing miserably to get the money out, failing miserably at deleting the correspondence with Etsy support, and then I guess just giving up and buying a digital sticker for £2. But it cost me like 7, 8 grand in missed profit, so it's a bit long. So yeah, that's really annoying. It was quite funny. I couldn't really work. I was just fucking, I don't know, I was depressed on the Wednesday, the day the Etsy shop shut down. I finished all the printing, the orders for Shopify, and then I was just, yeah, I didn't have the spirit to work because I was doing like 6k days, and then that suddenly went to like 2k because Etsy was the majority of it. So yeah, that was basically my week. Funny, just, you can tell the whole thing was amateur. Clearly someone on my staff tried to steal from me. After Christmas, I'm going to do a bit of trimming the fat. Might have to replace them. So, but we'll see how it goes. I mean, if the Etsy store, if they try to rob the Etsy store again, then I'll know it's not the new girl because she's not let back in the shop. And there's no way they can steal the money anyway. The amount of information you'd need is, yeah, insane. Like, they've got no chance, and they'd need a UK bank account to send the money to. So I don't know. Yeah, the whole thing's so dumb. But yeah, that's that. I have a second Etsy store selling like the same stuff, targeting mainly, well, I've based it in the US. Obviously, I'm here, but everything ships from America. Just using like a printing partner, basically. That will print and ship the orders for me. I set that up like 3 months ago, hoping it would gain some traction. It didn't, but I've been looking through it today, and it's been getting a decent amount of orders. I think it's doing like a couple of $100 a day in sales, which isn't really much, but it's cute. And maybe after Christmas, it might have kept that momentum and continue to generate sales. So that would be quite nice. And another bit of good news is, I think for the first time, I've done over 6 figures in revenue within a 30-day time period. So within the past month. Let me show you. Etsy, the last 30 days, 58,000. Shopify, the last 30 days, 44,000. That's £102,000 in the past 30 days. What's the profit margin on that? probably, I can't be honest, could be like 30%. This is probably the most money I've made in the past 30 days ever, which is quite sick. Yeah, I must have made at least 30 grand in the past 30 days, I think. Maybe a bit more, maybe a bit less. Yeah, now I'm just browsing. So that is everything. I hope you enjoyed. Keep watching for more exciting updates about who tried to steal my money. Peace.